What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Driven, the short series where I ask people in the car community who inspire me a series of 3 to 5 questions, ending with the ultimate question of what keeps them driven. And today, this is someone who's no stranger to my algorithm. From the days of Hoonigan to now being one half of Nappyboy, and from what I see, one of the new faces for eBay Motors. Ladies and gentlemen, Hert. So how's it going?
It's going good, man. You know, just out here breaking stuff.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
So one of the cars that really inspired me is the Simple Seat Time build.
Okay.
It's a very straightforward build and not too flashy, which is nice, which I think is something that beginning drifters can aspire to copy and emulate. So when it came down to Simple Seat Time, if someone were to create their own car, what do you think they should focus on?
I mean, it depends on what your goal is. Everyone has a different approach to drifting. So, I think if you're just looking to get seat time and enjoy yourself, definitely just suspension, differential, coilovers, angle kit, have a good time. But I mean, if you're, an idiot like me, then you end up like this. Yeah. This was once a simple car with that setup. Now it's got big wheels, loud aero, loud paint, and but that's what I like. I enjoy big horsepower, big wheels, and all that stuff. That makes drifting fun for me. So.
Right. Awesome. Yeah. So also, I love the entire car fleet that you have. So out of all of them, what is your favorite car, or what is one that you think is the most unique out of them all?
They all do something for me. Twerkstein is my oldest car. I've had it for almost 15 years now, and I feel like without that car, we wouldn't even be having this interview right now. I wouldn't be here doing anything. But then you have my GS300. I bonded heavily with that car during Drift Week in 2020, 3,000 miles from California to Florida. And so that car is very special to me as well. And then my Corolla, crazy beams, engine swap, fully built, 300 horsepower, naturally aspirated, 10,000 RPM. That car just hits different,
Yeah.
And so I'm just blessed to be in a position to get to taste all of these different types of builds. And, I've been doing this for a long time, so it didn't come easy, but it feels good to be in a position where I can do that.
Right on. Okay, another question is, I remember when you had given T-Pain the R32. That was a crazy car. So, have you ever got a gift like that, or was it just like?
So, I didn't get that. I just helped his friend get that for him.
Gotcha.
It's an R34.
R34. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But no, I've never gotten a gift like that. That's a crazy gift.
That is.
You gotta be rich to have rich friends to buy you gifts like that. So maybe someday, but no.
Right. So your travels with this whole adventure have taken you all over the place and all leaps and bounds and everything like that. So 2-part question. So from changing from just going, from Hoonigan to Nappyboy and stuff like that, that's a huge jump. So how do you get over the stress and the fear of doing something like that?
So to make a long story short, when Payne called me to do this with him, he called me at I was in a vulnerable state. I was mentally on my way out of Hoonigan, trying to figure out what my next move was because I didn't feel like my future was there anymore. And he somehow, the universe and him sensed it, and he called me and we talked, and he told me that he wanted me to be a part of this with him, and he's like, I've been through it all, and the best piece of advice for you is just take the step.
Yeah.
You just have to take the step. You know what's going to happen if you don't take the step, and just because you don't know what's going to happen if you take the step doesn't mean you shouldn't take the step. You just got to take the step.
Yeah,
so
that's
what he told me.
Yeah, I really vibe with that one.
That's a good piece of advice.
Absolutely. Yeah, all right, last 2 questions. So you just recently went to Japan. What's something fun that someone should do when they're there?
Eat food.
Okay.
Eat all the food.
All the food.
Yes, all the food. Eat all the food.
My goal when I go to Japan is to try to eat at the local spots, even though I know it's hard to get into. But I feel like when you travel, that's where the real good food is.
I feel like they're more, I've heard that before. It's happened to me where they're like, oh, we're closed, but it's 6:30 and there are people in there eating,
Right.
It just is what it is.
Right.
But you just got to be respectful. It's better if you have someone who speaks Japanese, with you. Or just learn the language, But, eating is the best part of Japan for me.
Nice.
Cars are second.
Nice.
Yeah.
And a final question, after the highs and lows, yeses and nos in this whole venture that you had, what has kept you driven? What keeps you doing what you're doing?
I unconditionally love drifting cars. It's a non-negotiable for me. So, it is, from when I started, the void that it filled in my life, I can't really put into words. It's a long story I could, one day tell you, but drifting has done for me. I dedicated my life to drifting, and drifting has given me back tenfold. You know, so
Awesome.
yeah, I unconditionally love doing this, and I will do it until I die. So
Awesome. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.